Hello everybody, Quailafay here, and today I have some big sad. Why? Because last I checked, one job, at least we're there already, just about, almost, and one, it's $1.46 per mile. That is hot garbage. That's not enough, but it is what we have. At least we have a job, so. And you know what? It's bringing us back to Denver, so I'll at least be in a good location again. So, hate to do that, hate to do this, but it's what we have to. It's what we gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. It's not even. Oh, we're still. My controller. Oops. There we go. Let's not mind that. We don't need to see that. Um. Okay. At least we're. At least it's just right there at Walmart. Bert. All right. I don't. I think this is. Oh, there's not. Look at that. There's no trailer. Dude, this is very big sad. At least we have a full tank of gas, so. And we're getting back to a good location. And then maybe we set off in a different direction afterwards. I'm gonna want to record a couple episodes today. Today's been an interesting day so far. I did manage to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, so I've been fixing my sleep schedule a little bit. So I can actually get some sleep before my opening shifts on the weekend. Yeah. However, I did hurt my chances of getting sleep because I took a nap immediately afterwards. That's okay. Only like an hour or so. And I've worked today. Hopefully I'm conscious. And hopefully I'll still be able to sleep. I think I will. I don't need that turn. I did not check if anyone was coming anywhere at all. I don't think anyone would though. So you're telling me you don't have any job that's better? You're telling me there's nothing better over here? Nothing? 124, that's even worse. I'm glad I didn't accept that. I'm glad the game didn't glitch. Oh my goodness, 124? Oof, and it completed. I didn't think to say anything. I saw it's gonna be a long time before that job expires, so we're just gonna drive away from there. We're as fast as possible. I should have checked what else we had, but I don't want to glitch the game out because it's clearly a bug. To like expire in that many hours. Alright, well, 140. There's no. We're in Colorado, so I want to be careful with this. Yeah. This is all we. 146. Less than 500 for. Yeah, less than $500 for a decent amount of mileage. But hey, we'll have to just deal with this job at least. Yeah, I'd be very sad if this was in the hardcore profile. Because the hardcore profile cannot afford that. Neither can this, because we're losing a lot more money with the amount of interest we're paying out. But, like, ugh. Because of the interest, I feel like even with this job, I'm still gonna lose money. But I'm not gonna lose as much money as not taking the job. So there's that. Alright, we're just gonna go reckless abandon. Anyway, computers. This morning, before doing this, I spent an hour playing with my toys. As in my computers. I didn't think about that. Anyway, what was the first thing I did? I think Yeah, the first thing I did was try to plug in the machine because yesterday I had a genius plan. I went to Savers, and because I know they have like a lot of computer components all the time, so I searched. They didn't have any keyboards except for one good fit for what actually looks like a Windows 2000 or older Dell keyboard. But I was hoping that was gonna work. I plugged it in, and the machine turned on and didn't boot. And I became sad. But instead of turning the computer off, I decided to read the message board, and it's just the CPU's having a panic attack. And I realized, I looked it up, and one issue that can happen is if it doesn't like the power supply, then it just won't work. And that's a different power supply. That power supply was not made for that computer, and I thought the wattage was right, but I guess I should double check, because it might not be. And that might be the actual reason. Which means I actually have to put money into that computer to get it to work. Which I'm okay with. These are old parts. It's just that they don't really make them anymore. And with these computers now, they're getting so obscure. It's hard to find parts. I bet. It probably is. So, I'm gonna try to look to see if I can find a different power supply. Because the keyboard, I plugged in the keyboard and the keyboard lit up. And keyboards shouldn't be an issue. So I'll have to find a different power supply. That's gonna be my next attempt. However, the compact that I replaced the thermal paste on, I plugged that in, and it didn't set on fire. And I even turned it on and booted into Windows Vista and logged in. And I used it for a little bit, and it didn't explode. Alright, before I continue driving, we have a lot of time. I am going to set my cruise control to 60 and a 75, because I want to stay at least, it's gonna be a while. We might just lose money in terms of time it takes, but we are saving fuel by just going 60. And at least we're still going a mile a minute. Slightly better than 55, so I'm okay with pushing it to 60. And yeah, speed limit's going on at 65, so it works out. And 60 on the spend, yeah. This spend, it's perfect. We get the fuel economy numbers up more. Yeah, the E-Machine's still down. Compact though? Compact works. Turns out that the thermal paste was kind of dry. It was still like, eh. Like I didn't think that it wouldn't work, but the new thermal paste fixed my issue. However, it doesn't fix the fact that my mouse sucks. Even with the new trackball, it just, those mice are horrible. This is how it goes. This is it's what they had to deal with. I'm so happy that we have lasers now. It says 60. It says 55. I'm gonna keep going 60 around here. In other news, after I played around with those two, I decided to try my Sony Vaio laptop that I just have. Now, the issue with it is the screen. So I don't think it's a broken screen. It's more a screen cable is broken. It's not a backlight either, because the backlight lights up a little bit. It's just there's no signal. So I think I need a new one of those cables. Which again, this is a 20-year-old laptop. Not sure we can find parts, but I think I know how to fix it. When I first got it and I connected to my other monitor, it actually worked. And the monitor worked. I decided not to keep going through with it. I just turned it off. And then I tried again today, and the monitor just was not happy. It just wouldn't. It connected for a few seconds, but it was very displeased with life. Alright, we're going on to 55. I'm glad I didn't accelerate to 75 for that short stint. now we're going down in speed again. Oh, yeah. Hey, 6.1 miles to the gallon. Look at that. I'm very happy we're going these speeds. How many miles do we have? 195. So it's not that long of a drive. It's just the 50 around this corner again. That's fine. That's the speed limit. Why are you telling us again? I'm glad to keep it a safe road. Thank you. Thank you, Colorado. Hey, you're that lane slow. Oh, everyone's slowing down. Why is everyone? Why? Why is this what's happening? I should turn my high beams off. In other news, I am delaying my homework assignment to tomorrow because I am going to post on Facebook for one more time for my survey. Because I was making a survey for my project, just collecting information. I just realized I could probably post that. I should see if I can post that on my YouTube, but I don't want to, because first of all, it's only a day left. Second of all, that's just weird, so I'm not gonna. I should probably get out of this lane at some point, but I don't want to. It's 6.1 miles per gallon without being hindered by this Enterpriser next to me. Watch for rocks. I really should go see the viewpoint, but it's late at night, so I want to hit the viewpoints during the day. So we're not gonna go cut off anyone to get there. We don't need to sleep either. Alright, that's right. It says it's 49 degrees Fahrenheit outside according to my dash. Cool. Alright, hopefully they're gonna be better jobs than Denver. I want to get this episode done for tomorrow, and then one more video done after that for Sunday. Phone's right here. Messages or anything. Don't want me, I'm sad. Alright, this guy, if the guy to my left could have just like passed me a little quicker, like that would have helped so much more than just not passing me faster. What are they, driving legally? And well, no, they're in the fast lane. And now I'm gonna do the exact same thing they did, because that's who I am. I have good feelings about fuel economy this trip, because we've been going at the speed limit's been 50 for a little while now, and I'm okay with that. Like, beautiful. Alright. We have to let people block us from passing again. It's what we must do. Oh, not an incline. No, my fuel economy. 65! Oh no! Alright, by 6.1 miles per gallon. We're going 55. Yep, 55 is the correct answer because we can only they want us to take that corner at 55. I don't think that was oh yeah, fantasy football for, even though it's only August. I would tell you what day I'm recording this, but I think it's kind of obvious. It's for tomorrow. It's being recorded to. This is being uploaded tomorrow, which is how it should be done. And then I gotta go eat and I gotta go to work. Yeah, for how low paying this job is, at least I'm. Well, if this was during the daytime, this would be a much nicer drive. But it's still a nice road, and at least my truck is efficient enough. And I'd like to get back to 8 miles per gallon, but given the current state of my throttle position and just my general ability to drive, currently, I'm turning cruise control off because this is sad. Alright, by 6.1 miles to the gallon again. Wait, this is I-70, isn't it? Oh, we're going back up it? Oh no. I don't no, please. I don't want to. I'd rather not. Oh, we're going back up I-70. Oh, sad. This is sad because this is the Eisenhower Tunnel here. No, by 6.1 miles to the gallon. I'll miss you. By any possibility of earning money from this job, I'll miss you. That was a good notification. That was really good notification, and now I can't go anywhere. I want to read and drive, but I don't want to get in an accident. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this guy off instead. Cool. Ooh, we are revving high now. I would. Alright, temperature is now 183. Interesting. We are revving the snot out of this poor truck. Good thing it's brand new. I wouldn't want to do this in any other vehicle. Hey, we're almost up to the mountain now. What's the other temperature? 210? For the oil? That's not bad at all. This truck just runs cool and I like that. This just naturally it just naturally likes to operate at lower temperatures. Oh, 5.9 miles to the gallon now. Oh, that hurt ourselves. Alright. It's okay because now we're coming out again, so. It'll drop back down to 6. I mean, it'll go back up to 6, I mean. Hopefully. I'll stay in the 6's range. And if I stay at this speed, that's okay. I can put high beams back on. Drive through the Eisenhower Tunnel, Johnson Memorial Tunnel. The harder way, I guess, is what it wants to say. Both ways. Here, I've gone up and down I-70, which is very steep. I'm just gonna keep blinding the people on the other side of the highway. Do I need to? No. Alright, if I'm just making myself not accelerate, I guess I'll go to 55. It says 65, I'll go to 55. I'm gonna make as much money off this as possible. Steamboat Springs next, right? I don't need to go to Steamboat Springs again. Truck's 45. Oh no. Please decelerate. Please decelerate more. I'm trusting the brake to not get me a speeding ticket. Oh my goodness, will you downshift? Please. Please down. Oh my goodness, this brake sucks. This is horrible. This is terrible. This is the oh, look at that sunrise. That sunrise is not now. So now when I get down to 45, that's when you. Interesting. Look at that though. And now we're back up to 6.1 miles to the gallon. Now speed limit back to 65. I'll go back to 55. I'll use this decline to my advantage. I have to go turn right, I guess. And it goes down to 55. That works with me. It's perfectly fine. I'm sad that we're not getting paid nearly anything for this job, but that's okay. I don't think we used that much gas. I think we're gonna break even. We'll see. Right now, truck average is 6.1. That's not good, but I'd rather be 8 where it's supposed to be. But it is what it is. Well, I'm gonna get a little more after that today. Now, we are here. It's gonna be a sharp corner that we have to take at 20 miles an hour. I believe it. I believe it wholeheartedly. In which case, I'll go 5 over. Only 2 over. Alright, we only partially cut that guy off. Just gonna keep coasting. Keep coasting. Turn in. That worked well. I think we saved gas. I just have to get through here. I keep saying gas, but it's diesel. Please? Please go up, thank you. I don't like that there's 2 gates for that one, and my truck won't fit in between those spaces. I just like to set off alarms for trucks, I guess. Trucks do not like that. Yeah, other trucks, including Freightliner Cascadias, don't like my Freightliner Cascadia. I don't know why. I don't know what this truck oh, I know what it did. It replaced, it's because I wrecked the other one. But, like, I could have kept driving the other one, but I chose not to, because I'm insane. The trailer's gonna make it, I'm not driving into anything. Close, but we worked it out. To skip parking. I don't want us to skip parking. I want to set off the alarm for this next truck. That's gonna be a tight squeeze for waste paper. What is wrong? Look at the Volvo over there. And look at that. Look at the front rims. Why is it so big? There it is. What is going on with the game today? It's back to normal now. Oh my goodness. Am I gonna park well on the first try? Look at this. It's not the best, but like, it's acceptable. I'm within the lines. First try. I'll take it. 6.1 miles to the gallon average. For the drive, I did. Let's see, 273. Not enough experience. 273 divided by 41.3. 6.6 miles to the gallon. Better. Alright, well, I'm going to stop this recording and immediately do another one for Sunday. Yeah, because this is for Saturday. I gotta remember to upload it. I almost forgot last time. Truck is still brand new. What is this thing worth? Without selling the truck. If I sell it, it's on camera. I don't want to sell it. 162,000 still, that's good. 675. I have it on recording now, so I can see what it's like in another few thousand miles. And the bank is going to take more money from us soon. Anyway, alright, I'm going to end this here. I will see you guys in 5 seconds, or 2 seconds, or whatever. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.